How's it going, everybody? This is Cameron White with White Light Astrology, giving you guys your weekly forecast of what the heck is going on in the universe for September 17th through the 24th. Before we get started, I'd just like to thank you guys for subscribing, commenting, liking, sharing all my videos. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is. I appreciate and love all you guys. I will be having a class at Enchanted Forest on October 10th when Jupiter goes into Scorpio, for Jupiter going into Scorpio, talking about how we're going to be manifesting all these great things after we experience all this shit through Scorpio, and just going more into what Jupiter's about, what it's going to be bringing out in Scorpio, and how that's going to be playing a bigger role in all of our lives. So if you guys would like to go ahead and attend, I'd absolutely love you guys to do that. There is tickets and information on the Enchanted Forest website, as well as I'll be posting on my Facebook and whatnot. As well, if you guys would like to book me for a reading, feel free to shoot me an email at whitelightastrology@gmail.com, or just send me a Facebook message, a DM. I'm always open to doing that too. However, let's get started with this week. This is kind of the week we've been waiting for. Last week was really, you know, when I was talking about it last week, it was really like, ooh, like, it's kind of funky. We have this weird Pisces energy going on where it's just kind of like, you know, it's all just hitting you all at once, and it can be really, really overwhelming, and you can want to get distracted, you can want to get lost. And now, after we went through the moon conjuncting Uranus, it kind of was just like, oh, this explosion. And then going through Taurus and Cancer and Gemini and all that stuff, it was kind of like more getting our ground, you know, figuring out what the issue is, what we are being confused about, what we are, like, you know, what's really coming up for us. And that was more of this moon in Cancer. And as we move to this moon in Leo coming on today, it's going over the North Node, it's going over Venus. This is the time to, this Sunday, today, as we get ready for this week, because this week's going to be changing our mindsets. This week is going to be changing the way that we kind of operate in this really minuscule way, in a sense. I'll get more into that in a second. However, as the moon goes over Venus in the North Node, this is time to get aligned on Sunday. You know, get clear. What are your goals? What are your plans for this week? Because with this new moon in Virgo, this is time to refresh. This is time to heal. This is time to get clear and do. It's not about feeling, but it's not about detaching away from that feeling like you're an air sign or something, like some air energy. This is about kind of just getting grounded. And like I was using this analogy earlier, it's like Virgo it rules doctors, it rules surgeons and all that kind of good stuff. And when you're a surgeon, sometimes you got to get your hands dirty. You kind of have to like be out of it for a second, like you just getting your hands all bloody and messy in someone's, you know, guts basically, and just kind of like having to be like, you know, I got to do this. This is what my main focus is right now, and this is what I got to accomplish. And then after you deal with that focus and that energy and just doing it, it's all going to be easier. Everyone's going to be way, way better after that. However, on Monday, we have the moon in Virgo, Mars and Mercury conjunct. Venus starts its conjunction with Mars. So as Venus starts conjuncting Mars, this is bringing more of action and emphasis and pull into that Virgo energy of wanting to clean, wanting to heal, wanting to just take better care of yourself. Sun is still going to be squaring Saturn. Pluto is going to be trining the moon, Mars, and Mercury. As Pluto trines all this stuff, again, when we go into this Virgo season, and I shouldn't say go into this Virgo season, we're deep in Virgo season, we're almost in the Libra season, because that changes this week actually, duh. But as Pluto trines all this kind of stuff, this is a new type of action that we're taking on it. All this earth energy, as it trines Pluto, it's different ways, we're doing these things in different ways. And as this Mars, Mercury, Moon, and then eventually Venus later on this week, which is going to be on Wednesday when Venus moves into Virgo, this is all about really getting grounded, really getting yourself like, okay, I need to heal, I need to fix, I need to be, Virgo rules the 6th house. It's all about, what are you doing every single day? How are you taking care of your health? What are your habits? Are you employed? What's your money like? It's about keeping that consistent routine of healthiness, of, you know, that mindset, that consciousness, and that awareness, and taking that to the next level. And as Pluto trines it, it's going to be a little bit hardcore. However, this is all good news. Because what I wanted to talk about is on Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, we have this new moon in Virgo. So this is resetting all this intention. This is about, okay, let's actually reset the way that we're doing things. Let's start putting in healthier habits. Like the last new moon in Leo was the eclipse, so it brought all this intensity, brought all this awareness. It was like, ooh, it was just really, really intense. However, now that we have this moon in Virgo, it's kind of like, okay, let's settle down, let's get grounded. Where are we going? What are we doing? Is this healthy? Is this right? Is this effective? Is it not? And what are you doing to release it? The biggest thing is don't overthink anything. The biggest thing is this new moon, don't stop overthinking everything. Because with this new moon in Virgo, you can just start to process and analyze and just go a little bit psychotic with, you know, like making sure all your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted, and, you know, just getting super intense in your mind and like overthinking everything. And this isn't the week to do that. This is the week about, okay, like, what is realistic? What is possible? What can you do? Push yourself beyond your limits, because this is squaring Saturn right now. With all this energy squaring Saturn, it's going to feel like, oh, you need to be doing more, you need to be doing more, you got to keep pushing yourself, and you feel like you can have to take it all on at once. However, take the time to really, you know, just be realistic about what it is that you're doing, and like make sure you can set yourself up for success and do it in a way that you know that you can do it, rather than setting yourself up for failure for shooting way too far out. And on Tuesday, as this new moon happens, it's going to be kind of like an overnight shift. It's like, all right, we're detaching from, not really detaching, it's just time to get to work. It's time to focus, time to clock back in from your lunch, or clock into work, you know, on a Monday morning. And then on Wednesday, Tuesday and Wednesday, not much besides that whole the grand fire trine, the new moon. Wednesday we have Venus in Virgo, and then the moon will be in Libra. And that's going to be that mindset shift I was telling you guys about. It's just going to, I don't know what's the best way to put it. As Venus goes into Virgo, Venus is just bringing absolute love and abundance into all this Virgo energy we've been dealing with. It's like the sun's in Virgo, so we're consciously there. Mars is in Virgo. We had Mercury and Mars, you know, conjunct, so it's just like all this mentally stimulating Virgo energy, wanting to go forward, wanting to, you know, think about everything, get everything right and organized and detailed. And it's like Venus goes into Virgo and we can relax. Venus and Virgo is kind of like, okay, like everything's already basically taken care of. When we had Sun, Mars, Moon, and Mercury go through there, Venus has nothing to do besides enjoy it, put love into it, put nurturing into it, like put that healing aspect into it. And as it goes in, and then the moon goes into Libra after the new moon, moon's going to be in the Libra. It's kind of like, okay, let's just relax. Let's, you know, chill out for a second. Let's step away from the crowd. Let's step away from the, you know, intensity of the operating table, and let's just get calm and enjoy the moment. Let's chill out. Let's just for one moment, because when the moon goes into Scorpio, that's when things are going to be a little bit more intense, because as the moon goes into Scorpio, it's going to feel very primal is the best way to put it. This moon in Scorpio is not going to be like, you know, what I've been talking about, like, oh, you got to, you know, really feel these emotions and transmute and all that stuff. Like, this moon in Scorpio can feel very unconscious. It can feel like, you know, you can just get agitated, just get angry, you can get frustrated, you can just start to get really, really extremely down on yourself. However, this moon in Scorpio is all about appreciating. We're about to have Jupiter go through Scorpio. As the moon goes through Scorpio right now, just appreciate everything around you. Appreciate, give, receive, feel, experience all that crazy Scorpio energy. And then Thursday, what else do we got going on? We got moon conjuncting Jupiter. That's going to be happening. Yeah, moon goes into Scorpio on Friday. I know I keep jumping ahead of myself. I'm just really excited for this week, and I apologize if I'm talking a little too fast for you. However, it is just a big week. We got moon conjunct Jupiter. That's the other thing I wanted to talk about, because next week we're going to be dealing with Jupiter opposed Uranus. On Thursday, as the moon conjuncts Jupiter, it'll be at 26 degrees Libra, as Uranus is 27 degrees retrograde in Aries. And as we have this Jupiter and Uranus opposition, you're going to start to see a lot more enlightenment, a lot more aha moments, a lot more breakthroughs in what you've been believing and what you've been seeing this whole time, and how that's going to liberate you and give you that independence, that freedom, that identity that we've been kind of like on this weird vibe with since like 2011. As Uranus went to Aries, it's kind of like, okay, let's actually focus about me. Like, what do I want? What do I feel? How am I attached? How am I, you know, it's going through all this Aries energy, and it's kind of just bringing everything to this explosive, you know, realization and conscious awareness. And then as Jupiter in Libra is all about working with other people, working with yourself especially, like not being too crazy, being fair, balanced. And as we have this opposition, you can see a lot of breakthroughs happen. You can see a lot of great opportunities happen. So as we get pumped up for that next week, this week, focus on yourself. Focus on getting everything in place. Sign the contracts, get the paperwork done, have it all lined out, and then just trust the process, feel it all out, enjoy yourself with this moon in Libra, feel it out. The moon in Libra will be, that's Wednesday into Thursday, because then Friday moon's in Scorpio, that's time to party, always. Moon in Scorpio or Sagittarius, it's time to party. Let's see what else is going on. Moon sextile Pluto, trine Neptune, sextile Mercury and Mars. With the moon sextiling Pluto, again, and that's going to be when the moon goes into Scorpio. That's going to be later on this weekend into Saturday. As the moon sextiles Pluto, again, this Pluto energy is very, very subtle. I've been talking about this for a while. Very, very subtle, very, very underlining. Be patient with it. Be calm, assertive, and look at the facts. With this moon in Scorpio, don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get overwhelmed. Look at the facts. Look at what you actually see, what's actually there, and worry about that. Don't make up stories. Don't go insano. Just worry about what the facts are, chill out, and just keep with this Virgo energy, guys. Like, man, I can't even hit it enough. Like, this, like, the reason why this is so fucking big is because we had this new moon. It was like the ending of the new moons, because now we have the new eclipse season. Then we had the eclipse. The eclipse was kind of like, oh shit, everything's fucking crazy. Everything is everywhere. And I feel so good, yet so just, there's so many feelings behind it. And as we go through the lunar cycle for the first time since the eclipse, and especially here in America, it's like hitting us really hard. We all go through these like really primal states of the zodiac. It was kind of like, you know, it seemed like every single day the past 30 days has just been super, super intense. Like, I mean, everybody, just everyone's just going through some shit. It's just so interesting to see. And now that we have this new moon, it's like we could settle all of that energy, or we can keep living in it and keep cycling through it with this, you know, Virgo processing and analyzing and, and analyzing and having to get everything fixed and having, you know, fixing what isn't even broke. This Virgo new moon is about, okay, what can you work on? What can you do? What is possible for you? How are you going to set yourself up for success? And that's basically what's going on this week, guys. It's all about, hey, we had a lot of energy. That was a rough month. That was a pretty fucking intense 2 months. Things are calming down. We're starting to go into the fall, to the holiday season. Jupiter's going to go to Scorpio. Saturn's going to go into Capricorn. That's all happening. That's all going to be in place here soon. And as we do that, let's get grounded. Let's get focused. Let's get back in control. And let's just chill out with our minds. You know, Virgo is such an interesting energy because it's either very, very analytic, very, very anxious and just overthinking things and getting caught up in this process and getting excited over it, or Virgo is just like, they just take control over everything. They're just like, yeah, I know exactly what the fuck's going on. Yeah, like they're just like know-it-alls, and they have like this just pristine confidence about them that just like, yeah, you just listen to them. They just take control really, really well. And that's the kind of energy you want to tap into this week, especially with this new moon. And go at it with confidence. We've already established what you're capable of, what you're powerful enough to do. It's time to do it. But don't act like you got to get it all done right now. Just one step at a time. What can you do that works for you? What can you do that's going to feel better? And that's what I got for you guys, man. Yeah, this grand fire trine's ending. Things are cooling down. It's kind of like we had this lava, like volcano explosion, so all this magma went everywhere. So now it's cooling down, starting to turn into earth. We're going to chill out. And that's about it. Venus moves into Virgo. Time to love ourselves, like really love ourselves, like actually tell our bodies that, and also tell our minds that, and also prove it with our actions rather than just saying it and feeling it like the normal Venus and Leo would. Like, it's time to make that consistent action. And then new moon in Virgo, dude, do it differently. Set that intention. This is in the third decan of Virgo too, of basically like getting that shit done down to a fucking T, like trusting yourself. You already know the process. You know how to nurture, you know how to heal. Heal it to yourself, bring it to yourself, do it every single day, make it healthy, make it habitual, make a habit out of it, basically. And that's what I got for you guys. So thank you guys again so much for watching all my videos. If you guys don't already, follow me on Twitter at WhiteLightCam. If you haven't subscribed, I do a video every single week. I'm about to be getting my apartment finally after dealing with all this crazy stuff. So now that I have an actual place to be doing my videos, because I'm always going to be doing my weekly videos outside, you guys like that, but I will be doing some more videos here coming up in the next couple months, more about mostly the monthly type of stuff and talking about the bigger energies that we're going to be experiencing consciously. However, yeah, that's what I got for you guys. So again, I can't thank you guys enough. I'm always sending you guys lots of love, lots of abundance, lots of white light, prosperity. You guys deserve it. You guys deserve it. And that's it. I will be seeing you guys next week when we have the moon conjunct Saturn, and that's what's going to be happening on like Monday. Woo, moon conjunct Saturn is going to be crazy. That's going to be so much fun to deal with. Oh, you guys are going to love it. So yeah, I don't even know what to say. I feel like I got more to tell you guys, or I just want to keep hanging out and talking to this phone by myself in the middle of Wetlands Park in Las Vegas. But either way, thank you guys again for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing, and I'll see you next week.